Now recognize the gentleman from South Carolina, Mr. Norman.
Thank you. I want to thank each of you for coming. I'll be very brief. Mr. Scott, have you ever run a business, hired people, fired people?
Yes,
What kind?
law firm.
Okay, that's hourly based, isn't it?
Say again?
That's hourly based billable hours, isn't it? I mean, for the most part.
Country lawyers don't do much hourly work.
Mr. Wahlberg, have you run a business, I mean, any type business? I'm just asking.
I've signed checks for employees working as a president of an entity,
Okay,
but I haven't owned the business.
okay. Well, I'm in the construction world. We hire, been doing it for a long time. You know, the last time Mr. Goose was talking about the minimum wage hasn't been raised for 17 years. You know, the last time I have ever heard or ever hired anybody at $7 and, 25 cents. Guess how long that's been?
Yesterday.
30 years, minimum. The employer hires and has to make a profit, whether you're a bank, construction company, would you not agree?
The employers I talk to, that's absolutely correct.
And you know, we've
And it's
had-
competitive.
It's competitive. That's what made this country great, competition. That employee, some of our best employees, you know what grade they had to frame a house? What grade they went to? A lot of them didn't.
High school.
Some of our best people are making $20 and $30 an hour. This business of using quotas that the woke mentality has, it sure doesn't apply to sports teams. It sure doesn't apply to most any that he mentions the funds that are managed 1.5%, you know, women or I assume minorities. Is there such a thing as that 1.5% probably were experts in their field? Do you think any hedge fund looks at somebody's color of their skin, or they look at their education, they look at what their record? Is that out of the realm now of a possibility?
I would guess that generally is the way they do it. Again, the bottom line is important, and then finding the employees that are capable of doing the job and doing it in such a way with the employees that they stay. I'm sure you didn't want to rehire and rehire and rehire. You want
Don't
to
I
have
have
good
some
employees.
employees that I wouldn't pay $4 an hour. You know, they're just not qualified. They either don't have the work ethic, they're on some government program, it's just a whole different. But y'all are pitting or trying to pit owners versus employees. It's a competitive market out there. And today, particularly from where I'm from in South Carolina, we've got more people moving in. To find workers, $15, $18 an hour, they don't even look at the minimum wage. I never looked at the minimum wage. I looked at qualifications. I look at what they could do. I look, and most of the ones that really have forget their education background, but are they educated in their particular field? And it goes back to the adage that I've always heard, you know the definition of smart? In what? Everybody's smart in something. All I'm saying is, if you applied what has been said here to sports teams, look at the percentage, do this percentage on sports teams, and I'm glad what this mentality does not apply to sports teams, football, basketball, soccer, you name it. But we're getting government mandates off. The Biden administration knew no mandate that was too much. This 80-20 rule that the Biden-Harris team, they're missing it because I think if you'd really been in the workforce and had to hire people, you'd see that the competitiveness, the work ethic, that's what people look for, the expertise. Everybody's good at something. But to use a set percentage, and I guess Mr. Goose was thinking we ought to mandate hedge fund managers be a certain percentage of females, for a certain percent of minorities. Then apply that to across the board. If you're going to do that, let's apply it to every sport in this country. Let's apply it to every hedge fund, see how far that goes. It does not make sense. Common sense isn't so common. That's where the left just doesn't get it, because they've never been in the real world to have to make a profit, which provides the taxes for our fire departments, our police departments, our the things we want to support. You know, and this conversation is amazing. But thank you all for what you're doing to get try to get this government, particularly with the wokeism, out of it. And it never made sense, doesn't make sense now, and appreciate you bringing this forward. I yield back.
Gentleman yields back now.